Top richest criminals. It makes sense that illegal activity may pay significantly more than any legal employment. Even while many nations have taken substantial steps to curtail illicit behavior, it is nevertheless on the rise where we live. Because it has many benefits, the criminal group attracts a lot of people. These people make a lot of money via a variety of enterprises, including arms, drugs, and human trafficking. Many of the most notorious criminals in history have accumulated enormous riches but are still behind bars. There are people all around the world who have accumulated enough money from the criminal underworld to fund their armies. As you might have guessed, we will discuss the top 10 richest criminals in the world in this list. Number 10. Frank Lucas. American drug trafficker Frank Lucas operated in Harlem in the late 1960s and early 1970s. On September 9, 1930, Lucas was born in the United States. He gained notoriety for buying drugs straight from his supplier in Southeast Asia's Golden Triangle, avoiding middlemen in the process. Lucas boasted that he brought drugs into the country using the coffins of deceased American servicemen, as depicted in the feature film American Gangster, which fictionalized aspects of his life. Lucas said that he sold $1 million worth of heroin each day during his lifetime. Having a net worth of more than $52 million, a sizable collection of liquid assets, including heroin, and all of these things. On May 30, 2019, he died in New Jersey at the age of 88. Number 9. Al Capone. Scarface, also known as Alphonse Gabriel Capone, was a notorious American mobster who co-founded and served as the leader of the Chicago gang during the Prohibition era. His 7-year reign as a drug lord came to an end at the age of 33 when he was given a prison term. In January 1899, Al Capone was born in Brooklyn, New York. At the age of 47, Al Capone passed away on January 25, 1947, from a stroke and heart arrest. Al Capone's wealth was estimated to be approximately $100 million at the time of his passing. Number 8. Joe P. Kennedy Sr. In the United States, Joseph Patrick Kennedy Sr. was a well-known investor, businessman, and politician. Kennedy was raised politically and was born in East Boston, Massachusetts. He accumulated enormous riches through his work as a commodities and financial exchange trader, which he then reinvested in real estate and several business sectors across the United States. The person who made a fortune from selling alcoholic beverages was Joseph Kennedy. He made a $400 million fortune by providing beverages to the nation's restricted areas. Even though alcohol was currently illegal, he was still able to make a lot of money by working hard and using a lot of resources. Number 7. Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. Joaquin Archivaldo Guzman Lora, well known by his alias El Chapo, is 5 feet tall. El Chapo is a drug lord from Mexico who served as the Sinaloa cartel's previous boss. The Sinaloa cartel is a global criminal organization. The most potent drug trafficker in the world is frequently referred to as El Chapo. In a working-class agricultural family in Sinaloa, Guzman was born and nurtured. He got started in the drug business in his early adult years, by helping his father store marijuana for neighborhood traffickers. Guzman began working with Hector Luis Palma Salazar, one of the nation's most potent drug lords, in the late 1970s. He worked with Salazar to map out routes for smuggling cocaine out of Sinaloa and into the U.S. He supervised logistics for Miguel Angel Felix Gallardo, one of the most potent drug lords in the nation, in the middle of the 1980s. However, Guzman established his own cartel once Gallardo was apprehended in 1988. He previously produced marijuana, heroin, and cocaine. Guzman had a $1 billion net worth. Number 6. Griselda Blanco. Griselda Blanco Restrepo is yet another female criminal who is wealthy. Known best as the Black Widow in all of the world. I'm not referring to Scarlett Johansson, though. Putting jokes aside, she presided over the Miami cocaine drug trade and organized crime in the early 2000s as a member of the Medellin cartel of Colombia. In the course of moving cocaine from Colombia to New York, Miami, and California, she was accountable for about 2,000 homicides. She was shot and died on September 3, 2012, when she was 69 years old. The most prosperous and dangerous woman in the world. Blanco was also the most powerful drug lord. She is the first female billionaire felon in history, controlling her billions-of-dollar cocaine business with an iron fist, making her one of history's most deadly characters. She is thought to be worth $2 billion. Number 5. Dawood Ibrahim. Dawood, Indian drug lord and underworld kingpin Ibrahim Kaskar has evaded capture. On December 26, 1955, he was born in Dhonri, India. The D Company, an organized crime group in India that was established in Mumbai in the 1970s, is led by Dawood Ibrahim. Dawood is sought after for his involvement in terrorism, murder, extortion, targeted killings, drug trafficking, and a host of other misdeeds. India and the US designated him a global terrorist in 2003. A $25 million bounty was also placed on his head for allegedly being involved in the 1993 Bombay blasts. In 2011, he was ranked third on the world's 10 most wanted fugitives by the FBI and Forbes. 75% of the heroin trade worldwide is under Ibrahim's control. He does, however, work in a variety of other industries, such as real estate, gold, and diamonds. He is also one of the wealthiest criminals in the world, with an estimated net worth of $6.7 billion. Number 4. Leopold Helmsley. American businesswoman Leona Mindy Roberts Helmsley was both a convicted felon and a successful entrepreneur. She was known as the Queen of Mean due to her flashy demeanor and reputation for despotism. On August 30th, Helmsley was found guilty of 16 counts of assisting with the filing of false corporation and partnership tax returns, 1 count of conspiring to defraud the U.S., 3 counts of tax avoidance, 3 counts of submitting fraudulent personal tax returns, and 10 counts of mail theft. One of the most rude remarks ever made will live on in the memory of Leona Helmsley forever. "Only the little people pay taxes. We don't." She had an $8 billion net worth. Number 3. Semyon Mogilevic. Russian organized crime leader Semyon. He quickly built up a highly structured criminal organization, in the mold of a typical American mafia family. European Union and US law enforcement officials refer to him as the boss of bosses of the majority of Russian mafia organizations worldwide. The FBI also views him as the most dangerous mobster in the world. The FBI has accused him of engaging in arms trafficking, contract killings, kidnapping, drug smuggling, and international prostitution. He ranks third among the wealthiest criminals with an estimated net worth of $10 billion. Currently, Semyon has 3 children and lives alone in Moscow. Number 2. Amado Carrillo Fuentes. Amado Carrillo Fuentes was a drug lord from Mexico. Following the murder of his boss Rafael Aguilar Guajardo, he assumed control of the Juarez cartel. El Señor de los Cielos is another name for Fuentes, the Lord of the Heavens. Then, right now, you might be wondering why he goes by this moniker. Because he previously utilized the vast fleet of jets to smuggle drugs. He was also well known for using Colombia as a means of financial laundering to pay for this fleet. He has amassed a wealth of roughly $25 billion as a Mexican cartel member. He ranks second among the all-time richest crooks. He appeared to be well known with any posts about unlawful conduct at the time because he was at the time very well known. Unexpectedly, he underwent plastic surgery so that the authorities would never be able to track him down. On the other side, as he was getting his face transformed, he was murdered by his bodyguards. Number 1. Pablo Escobar. Pablo Escobar is arguably the drug kingpin with the most reputation in the 21st century. Pablo Escobar is the best in his field. The king of cocaine accumulated money that elevated him to the position of history's richest criminal. Moreover, he is among the richest people on earth. He practically controlled the drug trade in the US for several years. When read aloud, his empire is unparalleled in literature and nearly appears made up. His gang imported 70 to 80 tons of cocaine into the United States each month, accounting for 80% of the nation's revenue, as well as hundreds of tons sent to nations in every continent outside Antarctica. As a result, he earned $420 million every single week. Pablo had a lot of clout due to his wealth. Therefore, if politicians refused to take his bribes, he might kill them or bribe them instead. With a $30 billion net worth, Forbes magazine placed Escobar as the 7th richest man on Earth. Escobar was put to death by Colombian authorities with U.S. aid in 1993 after escaping from prison there. Did you like it? Tell us what you think of the video in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting videos.